All right, guys, we are back for game number 2 in our best of 2 series. Johanna being banned out once more here on Volskaya Foundry. And, well, I'm assuming part of the reason they banned Johanna is because they're opting for tanks and CC. And Johanna kind of puts a little bit of a kibosh into that style of play. Now, Garage will be banned on out here, which means that we won't see the Garage anyways. I'm hoping that Hello Team opts to remove someone like a Maiev, because Maiev plus Diablo plus Decker Kane seems to be too brutal of a combo. I do not feel that it should be allowed. And they're actually going to ban out Deckard Cain on the side of Planet Smashers, which is a little bit strange, but they also don't have first pick. They probably do not want to give up Deckard Cain, or in this case, they're opting for an Alexstrasza strategy, which means that if they don't pick up Alexstrasza the first time through, then ooh, Asmodin is going to be the first pick here. It's time to jam because we about to slam. And as I like to say, America runs on Dunkin' because we're going to be dunking some donuts here. So, Phoenix coming out once again. I don't think this is a bad pick by any stretch. However, the ETC is definitely a bad pick. The reason ETC is a bad pick is because in the current meta, there's too much CC for ETC to actually be relevant. Stage dive is a heroic, but it's not a great heroic. It gives you a global, but it's not the greatest and the most meaningful in a lot of scenarios. It's hard to use properly, and even when used properly, it may not actually be relevant since it's only okay. So we're going to see the Blaze once again paired up with a Stukov here, which is an interesting change, especially with Stukov's rework. It'll be interesting to see what build Planet Smashers opts for here. Now, the Maiev has been banned out, so we should be feeling a little bit better for Hello Team here. And Alexstrasza has now been banned out as well. This is going to put the choice probably to Malfurion, which is going to do okay against the Dunks because he has the ability to heal up a team. In comparison, Alexstrasza helps actually set up the Dunks as long as holds them and waits for the healing circle, because then everyone has to jet unless they want to take the damage. We're going to get Li Ming and Brightwing here. So Hello Team is looking like they're going to opt for a macro control via globals. They have ATC to push, they have Brightwing to push, and then they can port on in through the combination of shifting and stage dive to get into the fight. The problem is with this strategy, Brightwing was only relevant because of double support meta, in my opinion. You can have Brightwing going soak and shift into the fight. But if you have a Brightwing not with your team, you're effectively neutering your team because there's no one to keep them topped off during rotations. Now, Diablo and Raynor coming on back into the thick of things, and well, we're going to have Lightning Breath give all those slows in the world, and we're going to finally have Thrall. So Thrall is probably going to be the solo laner, and I'm not sure why the Brightwing, honestly. And we'll also notice that Hampa Wampa has actually switched on out here. And so before we go, now I'm going to have to say Once again, the draft was won by Planet Smashers. I don't see how they kill with their comp because they have Slexia, who's not going to get resets because Raynor can heal. Diablo's super tanky. Faint to Parry is obviously tanky, and then they have Bunker. Asmodin is tanky as well, and then they have no frontline, a real frontline. We're going to jump into the game since it's already loaded up, and we'll check out who's on who. We got Hampa Wampa on the Brightwing. We got a Broken on that ETC. Selexia on the Li Ming. And finally, Satellite Jack going to be on that Phoenix. And across the map, Mad Kaiser on the Thrall. And that is going to be, hello, team? And on the other side, we got Raven X on the Diablo. Faint to Parry once again on that Blaze. We got Ziltoid on the Asmodin. Snowglare on the Raynor. Jimmy here. Bend Ringer on the Stukov, and that is going to be Planet Smashers. We're going to see if they smash them face once again, but I'm going to guess yes, because when you got some dunks, that's pretty much a literal smash right there. Ziltoid is going to be sitting on, or sorry, Mad Kaiser is going to be sitting on top already, and this is slightly interesting because the solo lane is the bot lane here, and I don't know if they are up on the general laning situation for this map. We're going to have Phoenix coming on down bottom, and that means their 3-man is pretty weak overall. Raven X looking for it. There's the dunk. Raven will be able to get the stun here. Mad Kaiser will be pushed away, has to run in a different direction, and they'll call it a day. Unfortunately, not able to get the angle. Mad Kaiser doing a very nice job of recognizing that Raven X is looking to smash that booty up on a wall, and well, no means no. So we got Phoenix down in the bot lane. We have Blaze actually coming up to ensure the soak is caught, and we'll rotate back down very shortly here. Across the talents, we have Echo the Elements, a Prog Rock. Force Armor was the choice here. I think this is a tremendous mistake. Now, you might be saying, but you got Asmodin. I think without Power Hungry here, they're going to suffer dramatically. And that's gonna, well, it's not gonna be the difference in the game, but it's gonna hurt them a lot. We also have the Pixie Charm picked up. I'm not actually a fan of it on this particular map. And we also have the mobile offense. The invade coming across by Planet Smashers getting very aggressive, and the nice pickup on the side of Hello Team by getting that support camp. Not a lot of teams actually pick it up, but recognizing the opportunity to do so, did so, and that'll give them a little bit of an edge in the first objective, as they do have the level advantage, albeit a very tiny one, and as you can see, already caught up at this point. Other side, we have the Wrath, the Battleborn, Low Blow, One Good Spread, Neural Stim Pack, the Adhesive Petroleum, Ace in the Hole, the Behemoth Armor. Here comes the invade. Raven X getting onto the point just in the nick of time, and they are going to pick up another camp. Humpa Wampa, is he long for this world? Oh, the lasers are going to do it. And obviously, Asmodin fired the freaking lasers and burnt him to a pixie dust crisp. So at this point, keeping up with the stacks, we only have 39. We do have the Wrath as the choice here. And we also have, like I said, Behemoth Armor, which has yet to get a stack. 42 souls here. They're going to have the better positioning. They have the double turret. Thankfully for Hello Team, they do have the healing pack ready to go. Bot lane pushed in, top lane pushed in, and with Asmodin, and they're going to get a lot of value. Diablo's just been polymorphed, having to back on out Raven. Ziltoid on the backside. Oh, look at this Q opportunity on the dunk! Ziltoid getting himself a beautiful dunk there, and with a perfect setup with Faint to Parry coming on in. Now, like I said, he's stacking on up there, now at 51, and they get themselves a protector on top of this. So they get to D the lanes with Asmodin trait And when I mean D, I mean the literal trait of Asmodin. They're now going to get themselves a front wall. They have a level lead here. Once again, starting things off very strong in game number 2 for Planet Smashers. They take down the front wall. Not going to get anything else there. Looking to optimize by getting the next objective prepped on up. But they blow up that wave immediately and are starting to work on it. One thing I want to point out is the actual stasis or whatever you want to call it for the structures. I see a lot of people actually toss it at the structure that they're about to blow up, which means they take more damage on the protector. And this is proper optimization of the protector. So front wall down, well down, a level advantage for now. Broken going on in, they're looking for it, but they're not going to get much of anything there. Fort has taken a bunch of damage, but it's not going to be anything significant. They're going to walk on back and call it a day. At this point, they're going to actually go for this point. Slexia looking to get into a world of pain here. Raven X playing some great ward as he goes, interrupts their rotation, and they pick up another camp. At this point, they're up in a lot of items. At this point, I almost feel like they're MMO players hoarding some items and waiting to use it for the final boss. Another camp being looked towards, and they'll get themselves a second turret ready to go. There's no way for Hello Team to actually fight here. Between the fact that Raven going on in, there's no way for them to fight here because they have so many tools at their disposal. They can basically burn it, get kills, and then just get ready for the next objective. Ziltoid now sitting at 76 stacks. We have 81 here, 20 there, 3 on the Behemoth, and 13 out of 20 on Prog Rock, with Echo of the Elements having been completed alongside of that. So they now have everyone carrying an item at this point. 3 turrets, 3 healing packs. Oh no! With a poor rotation from Satellite Jack and a beautiful silence from Banranger, Phoenix has been knocked out of orbit, and the Protoss hopes and dreams crushed. So we now have Humpa Wampa Slexia trying to push this lane out, but they're not going to be very solid at the wave clear. I mean, Slexia needs to come in at an angle to actually get effective wave clear. Additionally, we have the Dominance, the Calamity, we have Pinball Wizard, the Loudspeakers, Manitide, Ancestral Wrath, Cleanse, Manic Pixie, inhibiting energy and combat advantage. The tens have been picked up as well. We also have the Bombardment, Growing Infestation, which was just changed, which is a larger area and only lasts for 4 seconds now. Additionally, we have the Unstable Compound and the Eternal Flames alongside the Souls to the Flame. We do have a Wave of Force being picked up here to help with the peel. We have the Mosh Pit coming on out here. I'm not sure how I feel about this because there is the shove, there is a bunker, and well, he can be unstoppable anyways. Raven X with that Lightning Breath. Additionally, we have the Blink Heal coming on out, and finally the Purification Salvo. So the posturing has just begun, and Hello Team is in a vastly worse position here. One, because they've been pushed back, waves are going to be cleared up, and well, they have no well to use in this next fight. At this point, they have 5 items on the side of Planet Smashers, which means pushing into this would be insane. And with the support camp ready to go, they can blow another heal and go and pick this support camp up later if they so need. Stacks continuing to go, and we have 126 so far. We're about a little over halfway there. Broken coming on in, but there's the silence and getting pretty much no value, and the unstoppable Raven X lighting them up, turning them into shish kebabs. Satellite Jack has just crashed from his orbit, and Broken coming back in, but he has nowhere to go now, and he is going to be snapped in half. And once again, Humpa Wumpa will be able to get on out. Raven X, however, may not. There's double heals being dropped simultaneously, and they're going to be healed up faster than the blink of an eye. Oh, Ziltoid with another big bomb, forcing them on back with 2 kills there. Well, they can go and pick up another camp. We have 3 turrets available, none of which were used, and double heals from the support camps being used simultaneously to keep Raven X alive and well. So this game is looking like a repeat of game number 1. It's actually going to probably be worse because you can macro the Protector as you please, unlike the Punisher. At this point, they're going to look for, I think, either the keep or the fort. So they're going to march straight for the keep here. They could open up the bot lane, but they want that keep. It looks nice and juicy, and they have all the items in the world. They can drop double turrets to push on in, and they have a wave coming on in as well. And they still have plenty of life on that Protector. No grab onto Satellite Jack as they were looking for that route, and they will be able to back up. And it looks like they're actually just optimizing for XP here, safe XP, and take down the front wall, which unfortunately is not going to net them the biggest XP, but it nets them something, and now causes infinite pressure on the top keep. So they'll be marching their way on down here, and they're actually going for the mid fort. I'm actually very surprised by this decision. They spent a lot of time top, but they didn't optimize for the next objective, which is bot lane and taking down any of the turrets and well down there. So not too much more out of that. They are still pushing here, still ready to go. Mosh Pit is up and ready as well. We have 158 stacks. Raven X coming back in, looking for it. Will get rooted. Very nicely done. The dunk, though, connecting on almost all members, and they are being lit up. Slexia just standing still, accepting her fate, and going down like a sack of potatoes. So Hello Team, not respecting the fact that they cannot outplay Planet Smashers. At this point, after the first game, they should have accepted we can't play the way we played the first game. We can't draft the way we drafted the first game. And they seem to have made the same mistakes this game. Drafting the same way and playing the same way. For one, their hero choices severely less than optimal. Secondly, their rotations and macro, aside from getting that first camp, have not been good enough to keep up with Planet Smashers. And at this point, with 16s, Broken looking for it, but there's the shove, instantly interrupted, and there goes a dunk onto 2. Fort is down. They can back away using pretty much nothing other than a bunker. Using EQ and Mosh, those are huge heroics down. Which means come C, I'm not sure they're gonna actually really get anything or be able to fight. Oh no, they're actually taking the top camp, but they didn't look for the gank on Feint to parry. That was really what they needed to do. A big dunk, Raven coming on in, Mad Kaiser being chased on down, and the lightning breath not going to matter because the big old booty of Raven X on Diablo keeping him locked behind him. And thankfully, there was no gas to ignite back there, but a Raven coming back in once again, and they're going to get potentially even more kills here. Broken going to be going down, and that's going to be a 3 for 0. So, like I was saying, we basically have the situation of Hello Team not respecting Planet Smashers. At this point, Hello Team's been sent to another galaxy because Planet Smashers have destroyed everything for Hello Team. There is not a habitable planet left for them. The Death Star is jealous of how much smashing Planet Smashers have done so far. And with Objective C coming on up, top lane now going to get catapults very shortly. Well, this is going to be very, very critical on how well it can be defended, because this isn't a question of if Hello Team can get the objective, the question is, how can they defend this? Much like last game, how can they defend so far down? And really, it's hoping a critical mistake is going to occur. Nice charge into the knocking back, broken into the slam or dunk of Ziltoids, Asmodin, but no real follow up at that point. They do have Mosh available, they have EQ available, but they're down 3 levels and a talent tier. There's no way for them to hit 16 before the Protector is picked up now. So at this point, Matt Kaiser trying desperately to help him get 16. Protector going to be gone in here almost 100% certainly. And with Asmodin stacking, he's at 235 at this point. We do have the Prog Rock. We have 100 souls, only 8 stacks on the Behemoth armor. Not a lot of value there. But they also haven't really needed it. They've basically been blowing the snot out of people with Asmodin, as you can see. 30k, then some peppering by good old Jimmy, and Raven X on that Diablo drop in some good old wall bangs. So bottom has been opened up. Really smart play, as they know exactly what all members of Hello Team are. And this is a hell of a winning trade for Planet Smashers. They're going to take this keep before Protector gets here, and they're going to end the game. There's very likely nothing they can do unless they play ultra safe and look for just another keep. But with a full Protector, I don't know they can actually stop this. And we're going to have Stukov in here. Feint to parry going on deep. We'll get Polymorph. We have the core temporarily disabled. Feint to parry taking a lot of damage. Jumping on back into the bunker. The EQ will come out as well. And Feint to parry just playing Ring Around the Rosie. And this core is getting melted by the Protector and the rest of Planet Smashers. This is quickly going to be game. Amash coming on out trying to save the day. But Protector just mashing ETC in the meantime. And say goodbye to Hello Team, because their phone line has been cut, and that is game as Planet Smashers take this. Whew. Asmodin 37k, Li Ming 32k, Rainer 24k, 24k. And Right Wing actually out healing Stukov. But here's the thing. The damage they put out was less than you'd like. Satellite Jack doing pretty much nothing that game. 9,000 damage. Stukov with his imp hand providing more damage that game than Satellite Jack. There's a lot of reasons for that, and obviously this is not a coaching session, but Hello Team has a lot of work that they need to do to compete against a team like Planet Smashers. They'll have to look at their drafts, look at their actual micro skills, some of their drafting skills, and even their macro skills, which is pretty much the full enchilada. To be fair, this is Division D, so a lot of these teams do have those things to work on. Planet Smashers looking really good, as if they're not supposed to be in Division D. And so we're going to kick it on over to a little break and see if we can get Ziltoid in for get him in here for an interview. So sit on tight as we get that set up.